Did you know that every 40 seconds someone over 60 suffers a stroke in Brazil? And most happen between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., the time we think we're safest. Tonight, you will uncover 4 seemingly harmless drinks that could increase your stroke risk by up to 340%. Stay with me till the end to learn a simple habit shift that could protect your brain and your independence for years to come. If you care about your brain health and want to age with dignity and clarity, go ahead and give this video a like. It helps so much. Every night, millions choose a drink before bed, thinking it's safe. But studies from the American Heart Association and leading universities show that some of these drinks quietly damage our arteries while we sleep. In homes across Brazil, and perhaps in yours, these silent killers lurk in refrigerators, unnoticed and underestimated. Imagine waking one morning unable to move half your body, unable to speak, or not recognizing someone you've loved for decades. That's the tragic reality of a stroke, sudden, devastating, and often preventable. Data from the Brazilian Ministry of Health reveal that 70% of strokes in adults over 60 could be prevented with simple habit changes. Yet most people don't realize that the vulnerable hours between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. are when our cardiovascular system is at its most exposed. Blood pressure fluctuates, and cellular repair mechanisms are in full swing. So tonight, I'll guide you through the scientific reasons why these 4 bedtime drinks hurt your brain, and share effective alternatives to protect your arteries. Let's begin our journey together toward better sleep, stronger health, and true freedom in your golden years. Let's talk about the first drink, and it might surprise you: diet and zero-calorie sodas. You might believe you're making a healthy choice by avoiding sugar, but recent studies from the American Stroke Association paint a very different picture. These sodas are loaded with artificial sweeteners like aspartame and acesulfame potassium, which, especially at night, set off a chain reaction inside your body. While you sleep, your metabolism slows down. But when you drink diet sodas before bed, your liver is forced into overdrive trying to process synthetic chemicals. The result? A sharp increase in homocysteine levels, an amino acid that scratches and weakens the inner lining of your arteries, creating the perfect environment for clots to form. For those over 60, whose bodies naturally detoxify more slowly, the damage accumulates much faster. These hidden dangers can remain silent for years, until one morning, they don't. Take Carlos, 67, from São Paulo. Every night for over a decade, he drank 2 cans of diet soda while watching TV. "It was my way to relax," he said. But one night, everything changed. He suffered a stroke that left half his body paralyzed and severely affected his speech. His doctors found extremely high levels of vascular inflammation and homocysteine. Carlos said something that stays with me. "If I had known my soda was slowly killing me, I would have stopped immediately." But there is good news. Eliminating diet sodas from your evening routine can reduce vascular inflammation by 45%, lower nighttime blood pressure by 38%, and improve your deep sleep quality by 60%. In just 30 days without these drinks, your blood vessels can begin a natural repair process that may add years of clarity and energy to your life. So what can you do? Start by replacing diet sodas with sparkling water and a slice of lemon or cucumber. If the fizzy feeling is important to you, add fresh mint or a splash of citrus to natural mineral water. Gradually reduce your intake. Cut 1 can per week until it's gone for good. Your taste buds will adapt in about 21 days. And most importantly, remind yourself that every small choice adds up. What you sip tonight can shape how clearly you speak, move, and love tomorrow. Let's move on to the second dangerous drink, and this one may feel even more deceptive. Bottled fruit juices, including those labeled as 100% natural. You might think, but juice is healthy, right? That's the trap. Research from Johns Hopkins University has revealed that drinking these juices at night may actually be worse for your brain than regular soda. Even the so-called natural ones contain extremely high concentrations of fructose, sometimes up to 8 times more sugar than the fruit itself. And here's the problem. When you consume this sugar bomb at night, your pancreas is forced to release massive amounts of insulin just when it should be resting. This causes something known as nighttime insulin resistance, a condition that thickens your blood, raises your blood pressure, and puts intense pressure on your heart. For those over 60, whose metabolism is already slower, this stress can lead to dangerous cardiovascular events during sleep. Let me tell you about Maria, a 72-year-old from Belo Horizonte. Every night she drank a tall glass of 100% natural orange juice, believing in its vitamin C benefits. For years, this was part of her evening ritual, until she began waking with headaches and dizziness. Then came the warning sign, a mini stroke. Her doctor's verdict? Maria, your blood sugar is spiking at night. We have to cut the juice immediately. 6 months later, Maria's blood pressure is under control and her energy is back. She said, "I feel like I've been given a second chance." Here's why it matters. Cutting nighttime fruit juices helps stabilize your blood sugar, reduce pressure on your heart, and even improve deep sleep by up to 70%. Your liver returns to its natural detox mode, and your risk of blood clots drops significantly. What can you drink instead? Infused water is a powerful ally. Try chilled water with slices of orange, lemon, or apple. For a richer flavor, blend fresh mint with unsweetened coconut water. Always read labels. Avoid anything from a bottle or box with concentrated or added sugar. And remember, the label natural doesn't always mean safe, especially for your brain. The third drink might surprise you even more, because it is often associated with health and energy. Sports drinks and energy beverages. Many older adults use these drinks thinking they help replace electrolytes or boost vitality. But research from the European Heart Journal reveals a troubling reality. Seniors who consume energy drinks at night have up to a 280% greater risk of experiencing fatal arrhythmias while they sleep. These drinks often contain a hazardous mix of high caffeine, taurine, and extreme sodium levels. At night, when your heart should be slowing down and your body entering a state of healing, this combination triggers what researchers call a cardiovascular storm. Here's why. The caffeine keeps your heart rate elevated, disrupting your sleep cycle. The excessive sodium pushes your kidneys to retain fluid, dramatically increasing blood volume. And in people over 60, whose arteries are less elastic, this surge in pressure can rupture delicate blood vessels in the brain. Consider João, 64, from Porto Alegre. After his evening workouts, he drank a sports beverage daily to stay hydrated. What he didn't know was that this drink contained more sodium than he needed in an entire day. Over time, João developed severe nighttime hypertension. Then, one January night, he suffered a hemorrhagic stroke that required emergency surgery. João shared, "I thought I was doing everything right, exercising, staying active. But that drink was slowly pushing me toward the edge." Fortunately, after removing these drinks from his routine, João's blood pressure normalized, and he returned to exercise safely. His story is a powerful reminder. Even well-intentioned habits can carry hidden risks. So, what should you do? Replace sports drinks with unsweetened coconut water, rich in potassium and gentle on your system, or mix mineral water with a pinch of sea salt and lemon. Avoid any drink containing more than 100 milliliters of caffeine after 2 p.m. And always check labels for stimulants disguised as natural energy. When in doubt, choose water. Your heart and your sleep will thank you. Now, let's reveal the final drink on our list. And for many, it's the hardest one to give up: alcohol, especially evening wine or beer. A single glass of wine might feel like a harmless reward after a long day, but studies from the American Academy of Neurology show that even small amounts of alcohol consumed at night multiply stroke risk by 5 in people over 60. Here's what happens. Your liver processes alcohol using enzymes that become less efficient with age. At night, instead of resting and detoxifying naturally, your liver is forced to work overtime, producing toxic byproducts like acetaldehyde. These toxins inflame blood vessels and interfere with normal blood clotting. At the same time, alcohol dehydrates your body, thickening your blood and making it harder to circulate. For aging blood vessels, this is a dangerous mix, especially in the quiet hours of the night. Helena, 69, from Florianopolis, enjoyed a glass of red wine each night, believing in its antioxidant benefits. "It was my ritual," she said. But then came the memory lapses, the confusion in the mornings. An MRI later revealed multiple silent strokes, tiny clots that were damaging her brain bit by bit. Her doctor was clear. The nightly wine is creating microclots that block tiny brain vessels. Helena gave up the habit, and within months, her clarity returned. "I discovered other ways to relax that don't harm my brain," she said, relieved. Cutting out nighttime alcohol leads to major gains. Up to 85% better deep sleep, a 71% reduction in vascular inflammation, and normalized blood clotting. Your memory sharpens. Your risk of vascular dementia drops dramatically. But what can replace that evening ritual? Try herbal teas like chamomile or lemon balm 1 hour before bed, or pour sparkling water with a slice of lime into a beautiful glass. Preserve the ritual without the risk. If alcohol feels essential for sleep, talk to your doctor. There may be safer, supportive ways to transition. You don't need alcohol to unwind. You need peace. And that starts with honoring your body's deep need for rest and repair. Tonight, we've uncovered 4 common nighttime drinks. Diet sodas, bottled juices, energy drinks, and alcohol that may seem harmless but quietly increase your risk of stroke, high blood pressure, and long-term cognitive decline. Each one affects your cardiovascular system in a different but dangerous way. Diet sodas ignite inflammation and raise homocysteine. Fruit juices spike insulin and thicken the blood. Energy drinks overstimulate the heart and trap fluid. Alcohol causes microclots and dehydrates your brain. But knowledge is power, and now you know what to avoid, and more importantly, what to choose instead. Let's recap safer alternatives that can protect your brain and preserve your independence. Filtered water, sipped slowly an hour before bed. Chamomile or lemon balm tea to relax and reduce inflammation. Unsweetened coconut water, rich in potassium. Warm water with lemon to support circulation and detox. And here's a vital tip. Stop drinking fluids 90 minutes before sleep to reduce bathroom interruptions. Keep your intake light, no more than 300 ml after 8 p.m. This is not just about avoiding a stroke. It's about waking up with clarity, feeling steady, strong, and fully present for the moments that matter most. It's about protecting your ability to smile at your grandchild, walk through your garden, and recognize the face of someone you love. Every night you get to choose. Choose protection over risk. Choose awareness over routine. Choose life, again and again. If this video brought value to you, or if you're thinking of someone who needs to hear this message, share it with them. You could be the reason they make a life-saving change. And if you want more science-backed guidance for aging well, insights that are gentle, practical, and deeply empowering, subscribe now. It's free, and it might just be the most important decision you make today. Until next time, take care of your mind, your body, and the beautiful journey that lies ahead. You are not alone, and you are deeply worth protecting.